Welcome back to another episode of everyone's favorite little talk show here called Pitch Practice, the show. Hey, how's everybody doing? My name is Mark. I'm the guy behind the Mental Marketer and the private Facebook group Funnel Building 101. And we have got with us today Miss Laura Morales.
Thank you, Morales, forever and ever. Always closing franchise deals, training every single day, believing in my potential, believing in other people's potentials, and closing the deal. That's what matters.
We're here. Come on now, Mr. Worth. You can't sit there and not introduce yourself.
I'm here this morning. Haven't been here in a while, and I'm ready to talk closing.
Nice. Man, great. Glad to have you here, Worth. I think
Worth, tell us who you are. Tell us who you are. Tell us about the risk and the guts and the entrepreneurial spirits that you got in you.
That's right. I leave it all on the battlefield every day. Blood, guts, and glory. I'm out here.
Yeah, and it's nice looking where you're at right there. Give us a quick tour for everybody out there watching. And while you're out there watching, give us a like and smash that heart button to send this out to more people today.
Sure.
All right, let's see here.
Yeah, Worth had dolphins going in the background. He orchestrated a dolphin.
Always the dolphins.
Wow, look at that. It looks like you're in a resort. Are you in a resort right now?
It's a condo.
Nice. That the ocean back there. Look at my ocean.
Oh, do you have an ocean? I thought that was an apartment.
Yeah, that's not ocean.
We're living that life we call the rich life.
That's
yes.
Right.
Oh, that's interesting. You say the rich life. We're gonna get to that in the book today. Great. Hey, Brandon. Glad that you could join us.
Yes. I know. I was a little bit of technical difficulties. I actually lost my laptop, and I'm not kidding. I don't know where it's at.
Well, you want to introduce yourself? No one knows who you are.
Oh, yeah. They haven't seen me on the show before. So I'm Brandon with BK, X-Squared Marketing, getting your company found by fixing your digital foundation and lowering your cost per acquisition at the same time.
Nice. Been playing around with any of the AI tools lately?
Of course, they are phenomenal if you know how to use them. And again, they're just tools. If you don't know what to put into them, you're not going to get anything out of them. So don't use them as your end all be all. Do just a little crutch to get you over that writer's block, so to speak. But no, they're great. I love them. In the past week, I've produced more content than I have all last year, ready to go to be deployed for this year.
Nice. Hey, let me ask you, Worth, because with Brandon and I being just deeply in the online marketing space, a lot of the talk is about artificial intelligence. You guys talking about AI a lot, Worth?
Well, I've been doing some things with Brandon, and some of our marketing prompts and pitches or stuff. We've been using AI for that, putting in keywords, and then they'll add the fluff around it. The computer will.
That's really cool.
And it's good. It's good sales material. So it's not just. It sounds natural, is what I'm getting at.
I know, Mark, you have your own take on it. You do have to work it, massage a little bit. You can't take it directly out of the system, and I get that. I'll give you my secret. I run it, and then I put it through Grammarly. That way, it gives it the tone and voice I want, and it makes sure that it's grammatically correct and it sounds okay. And then I deploy it out. But I always make sure to triple check it and check it for plagiarism too, because you never know where it's getting the information from, to make sure it's not not plagiarize. If it's less than 3%, it's good for me. I'm sending it out.
3%. I was talking to Brandon this week, and I was chatting with it, right? And I asked it, I wanted to, like, I want to use it to go out there and fetch me stuff, go out there and bring back to me something that I would typically have to research. And I asked it for the top tweets of all time, because I don't want it to just write tweets for me. I wanted to write the best tweets, or I wanted to model from the best tweets. And I wanted it to go out there and model 12 tweets for me today that are modeled after some of the best tweets in history. And you know what the chat bot told me? I don't have access to historical data, but I can tell you what a tweet is. Like,
yeah, I mean, for that, I think that particular program that you're using is not connected to the internet at all. So it's only drawing from what it was originally programmed from and whatever people are putting into it now. So you'd have to use a different one, maybe a Jasper, which is connected to the net in live real time, or another tool.
nice.
I mean, my wife's a ninth grade teacher, and these little 14-year-olds are writing novels on the Second Punic War and Hannibal's domination.
I can imagine it's a problem with children, school age and teachers and plagiarism. Yeah. Do you hear it from your wife, Worth?
Yeah, well, I mean, these kids after COVID are functionally illiterate, but yet they're coming up with just these magnum opuses and these answers, that are just insane. So it's quite obvious what's going on. So the answer to that is bring back the blue books. Let's see what they know in class. Write it down.
What's the blue books?
That's what we used to use in college back when I was there, back in the good old days. And for all your tests and stuff like that, they're like 3x5s. You write all your answers in. So your answers have to be succinct.
You can't take it home.
No.
Wow. They are not being equipped for the future.
Well, my thought on the current public education system, my wife's teacher, love her to death and love the job that she's doing. It's really not set up to help kids moving forward at all. It's still pre-industrial or industrial education, and we have moved so far from industry. It's crazy. We need to get back to it, but right now, the fact that they're finding this tool and it's helping them out, it should be encouraged, but to think critically around it and using it.
I think it's the difference between using it as a tool and it has its uses, because using AI can help you become a better writer, I think. But if you're using it as a substitution for going out there and actually learning the skills and doing it, that's a tough call right there. All right. That's our politics and religion talk today.
Let's get into the closes.
But we got some closes today. Pitch practice.
Pitch practice.
Hey, thanks for everybody watching out there. Let's talk about some closes today. You have your book, Brandon or Laura? You want to summarize it?
Yeah. Where do you want me to kick off?
First one, 3 yeses.
Can't quit.
Three
Three
yeses.
yeses.
Yeah.
I love the 3 yeses. So the 3 yeses close is actually great, because you only ask questions that the customer's going to say yes to, right?
Yeah.
Hey, did I answer your questions? Were we easy to get to? Am I the type of person you like to do business with? Great.
Yeah.
Then I need you to sign here, here, and here, right? Like, you only say things that make somebody say yes. Great. Is this the right product for you? Oh my God. Yeah, we love it. Awesome. like, you can only ask them things that they say yes to, right? Am I the type of person you want to do business with? Of course. Yeah. Okay, great. Then I need you to sign here, here, and here. Like, let's roll. That's your close.
Except buying question.
Yeah, except like, is it true that you want to buy this? Don't just go ahead and assume it. That's right.
Let's go. Sign here, here, and here. All right. Referral close. Do you have your book worth?
No.
Okay.
We're threw it in the ocean.
Yeah, I like the referral close. It kind of breaks the tension a little bit, and it throws the buyer off a little bit because they're expecting something already. Like they're expecting you to get to the numbers. In this sense, you're breaking that tension up and flipping the script on a little bit and asking them for more business first before you get the numbers, making them feel like, well, if I give you this, then you're going to give me, a great deal or a better deal or something like that. This was this is great to use in insurance world and the automotive world, in the sense like, who do you know that could use this benefit, and it's a great time saver too because you can handle getting the price and everything like that together while they're thinking of who the referrals can be.
Yeah, this a little bit of psychology here too. People love to help others. People love helping others, and it gives them a chance to step up, say, oh yeah, okay. Any thoughts on that one, Worth?
Yeah, I mean, reducing resistance is the number one thing that I look for, actually, and that definitely decreases the tension in the room.
You ever try a referral close or something similar to this?
No, I haven't yet, but I will start adding it to my toolkit.
No, okay.
The best time to ask for it though is when you get that no, when they don't want to do business with you. Then you just ask, all right, well, who do you know that would be interested? And that really throws them off. You can ask them who the competitor is down the street that would be interested in the service. That'll really throw them.
Yeah, because then they start thinking, oh, if I don't take this, then my competition will.
Mm-hmm. Or they're thinking, why would I give you information on my competitor? I've actually used that one, and they did look at me a little bit cross. I didn't get the info out of them because I already knew it. I'm smart enough to do my research for the market. I already know who all the players are. But yeah, it was definitely an interesting conversation after asking whose competitors would be that would be interested.
Yeah, interesting. All right. We got a penny close. You want to take that one, Brandon? Yeah.
So down to the penny is making it sound ridiculous that you're not doing the deal. We're within $30.02 of you not saying yes. What's really the problem here at this point in time? Based on the length of time that you've already taken to make the decision and the money you've already lost because you haven't made the decision. It's $30.02. So let's just go ahead and do it.
Yeah. This is assuring that the deal is good. And you can keep he also recommends keeping a small jar of money on your desk. And when they say that, you just kind of throw a couple of pennies at them. We're gonna squabble over 5 cents and then throw the pennies at them. There. There. Now let's close this deal.
That's funny.
I think I kind of used this one at one point in time where we were like a couple $100 away on on a deal, and I said, look, I got $200 in my pocket right now. I'll give it to you if you buy the deal. Because I was probably looking to make like $2,000 or something on it. So, $200, whatever, but it got them to laugh. I don't think they bought though.
No, a jar of money. Keep the jar of money so you can share. I would say, if anything, like Laura, keep a jar of those $100 bills.
Benjis are nothing.
Money, 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 money. Who's got my money? You like this next one, don't you, Laura?
Yeah, reduced to ridiculous. $1,000 a month is only $30 a day. You will live in your home, wake up in your home, go to sleep here every day and every night. You'll build a life here with your family for only $30 a day, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, dude, you're arguing over $1,000 a month. That's $30 a day. You reduce to ridiculous. Always reduce objections to smaller numbers. And that's actually a genius piece of advice, because if somebody's like, man, this is $3,000. Well, you're going to have it for 10 years, right? It's like $3 or whatever it is a day or a month or whatever it squares out to be. So it's like the buyer always focuses on big numbers, and you should not.
Right.
Once a buyer makes a decision, he almost always makes it go right. And when a buyer is buying something from you, they always spend more money with somebody else. Your job is to justify and make sense of the figures to the buyer so they can say yes. That's so true. Like anytime somebody's told me like, man, that's a lot of money, then I find out, oh yeah, and we ended up buying like a dealership on top of this, and we ended up buying another 2 other whatever it was. It's like, okay, so you went and spent more money and you were arguing over $1,500 or whatever that we can get past, right? So that's a killer piece of advice. When the buyer's done spending money with you, they're gonna go spend some money with somebody else.
Yeah, this close really talks about the buyer in their mind doesn't see that their money is that the purchase makes sense.
Yeah.
And then because what they're thinking is, like, I think I said this before, they're thinking, oh my gosh, I'm going to have $300 coming out of my pocket. Let's say, just for example, your service is monthly at $300, and they're thinking $300 a month. That's where their focus is at. And you want to reduce that objection to have them actually focus more on the advantages of that $300, and what is it going to cost you if we don't spend this $300? Like with you, Brandon, right? How much does it cost when somebody is not on the first page of Google?
Thousands of dollars. If they don't know you, they can't follow you. They're going to find your competition and go with the easiest thing. People want the least path of resistance to get anything done. We're lazy. We're inherently lazy, and we want the easy fix, and they'll go get it.
Oh man, do we? I was looking something up on Google yesterday, and I thought, I'm gonna take the first answer that I get, and I'm going to say, this is gonna be like my definitive number. I didn't even look. I maybe have looked through the first 3 or 4 answers, and then I said, oh, okay, that's the answer right there. That's how that's crazy.
Nope. Nobody's going to the second page, and even less people are going to the third page. So you're buried down there. You might as well just shut the door and close up shop, unless you have a great ads campaign that's funny and attractive and can get people in the door. But if you're not on Google or don't show up in one tiny bit, even if it's a business listing that would rank higher than your website, then you might as well just shut the door.
That is crazy, because that just really just goes to show that it is not based on how good your service is. You could be the best, but if you're not on that first page where everyone can see you, and you're buried down in second page, you're going to have the best and be broke.
Yep. They don't know you, they can't flow you. they can't find you, they can't blow you.
Yeah. And if it's me, I tell them, you know what? This takes us right to our next close. It's better to pay a little extra and get what you want and pay than pay a little less and make a mistake.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Because I know every time I buy the cheapest, then I am so pissed off because this thing broke. And then I could go buy the right one. So I got to go spend twice.
When you should have just bought the thing you want in the first place.
And you know what? I went into T-Mobile because I had to get another phone for my new sales role. And I like to have like a separate phone because I got hundreds of calls. And I went in there and they're like, well, we can give you all these Samsungs for free. And I was slightly tempted. I was like, okay, it's free. Like all I do is like take the fucking phone and like I'm ready to go. But then I'm like, okay, when was the last time I used a Samsung? I think it was maybe high school. Okay, that was like 10 years ago. How would I even use this thing? And then not even that, I started thinking, well, I would be so pissed off because number one, I don't like Samsung. I don't know how to use this thing. And I'm an Apple person, right? So then that whatever is going to show up when I'm on a call, and then I can't FaceTime somebody or I can't do the things that I do on an Apple iPhone, right? So that reminded me like, Laura, like, don't be stupid. Like, go towards like the most expensive one, but the one that's going to work out. Because if you're pissed off about your product and your service and whatever it is that you bought, how does that make you any better, right? Like that doesn't solve a problem, that creates a problem. Like don't look at the money, look at like what solution are you trying to get to?
Yes. And that's, it's not this close that Grant was talking about, that trip to the mountains where the tour guide was trying to sell him on this 4-hour tour excursion. And he's like, look, dude, I don't want that. I just want to go up there and I want to see I think it was some monkeys or something. He's like, look, and I'm willing to pay.
Gibraltar, the monkeys in Gibraltar.
That's what it was.
The Rock of Gibraltar.
Yeah. So sometimes you got to uncover the needs and find out, and you could be trying to give your customer something for free when they want to pay for what they really want. What do you think, Brandon?
Yeah, don't cheap out. I've done the same thing Laura's done when it comes to buying products. I went with a budget brand. I've seen my wife do it, and things break. And I just say, maybe just spend the extra $50, $100, and get something nice. If you invest in nice things, you'll have nice things, and they'll last longer.
Yeah, and that takes us to the last close, Worth, and that is that you can't take it with you.
Yep. I like it.
You can't take it with you. And look, hey, Worth, I agree it's a lot of money, but you can't take it with you. So let's do it. Sign here, here, and here.
Yep, let's do it.
No, but I think he made a really good point. Let's see here. He says, money is a very strange thing for most people. They put more importance on it than their own enjoyment. That's why you want to counter this phenomenon with one that is even more mysterious.
Death.
Yeah, we better say that quietly because the algorithm is listening. And the algorithm will mute us. It probably knows that we're talking about it.
Wait, the algorithm will mute us if we say the M word or the D word?
Oh yeah, the algorithm is actually it's monitoring our conversations, that's for sure.
That's scary. Why?
Why not?
It does for sure.
That's repeated.
Yeah, it's trying to look for triggers and cues of malicious talking, and there are certain words that it will trigger. It is that's why we don't even need captions. You don't need captions. It's
Yeah,
going
that's what they're auto generate.
it's going to auto capture. Oh, I'm stuck.
Oh my God, it's so scary.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
I
really got it.
The AI got Mark. The AI got you.
Skynet.
I am a robot. I am a robot.
That was great.
Oh my gosh, all this talk about AI, I think it's getting pissed at us.
It's like,
That was the glitch in the matrix.
That was just great.
You talking about me? Yeah, yeah. But anybody have any thoughts on that last close we went over? Can't take it with you. And
No, I mean, you definitely can't. I mean, we've seen it for hundreds of thousands of years when we're digging up old tombs that people took their belongings with them, but obviously they don't get to keep them because they were stolen. They were stolen later. So
they used to bury them with their riches, right?
yep. Tried to take it with them, but it's still there after thousands of years and then redispersed out. So you can't take anything with you. You can leave it to your family and friends. What are they going to end up really doing with it? You've seen tons of second, third generations just go to hell in a handbasket, after a huge windfall of money. I'm not saying you shouldn't leave them any money, but enjoy your life now and get what you want.
Yeah, 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 yeah. There's more money on this. There's more money on this earth than there are people.
Oh, it's insane the amount of money that's on there. Next week we'll be talking about how that's true. I mean, if you look at today in the past, I don't know, 10 years, the amount of quantitative easing that we've had, all the money that's been printed. I remember growing up, as a kid, $5-10 about the most I'd get out of my mom, and then get to high school, getting 20s like they're dollar bills. And now, grown up, everybody's passing around $100 bills. So, the amount of inflation, the amount of money that's out there now, it's crazy.
Oh yeah, yeah, and it's only making prices just crazy.
I know, like eggs. I mean, I looked at
Are you complaining or are you bragging?
I'm bragging that I can actually afford eggs. I'm bragging. Okay, I got a 18 count in my fridge right now, fresh. So, yeah, 18. We'd go above the dozen. We're a dozen and a half. So, I had to remortgage my house to get it, but I got them. Okay.
Can't take it with you.
Hey, I'm flexing. I keeps a 36 pack.
Oh.
Hey, what about you, Worth? What do you what's going on? Give us some of your insight from there on the beach house.
Oh, well, so my neighbors are, it's kind of a vacation spot. So my neighbors just left and they happened to give me 8 of their eggs that were left over. They're like, don't, y'all are flexing, but I didn't pay for my eggs.
Hey, that's like I want to pay my rent in eggs.
Yeah. I'm gonna talk to the HOA about getting some chickens in here.
Oh my God.
Hey, that's like a expensive gift, Worth. You're gonna have to return that favor.
Yeah. Well, I can't give them wood because lumber's come down.
Yeah, yeah, they're buttering it up. All right, so it's we're about 5 minutes left, and so we can close it down. It's been a good learning session today. What do you guys think? What's our takeaways from today? Laura?
Biggest takeaway I would say is when you have a number, reduce it to minuscule numbers, right? If it's $1,000, great. That's going to cost you $1 for the next 10 years.
Mhm.
Is that your only objection, right? Like, is that going to stop you from doing the right thing? I love that. I love getting people from a big macro to a micro for them to understand how they need to make a decision. And because when you formulate it that way, then you start understanding how people really make a decision, right? And then two, remember, Grant always says, people love to complain. So
Mhm.
just agree with them. I agree with you. It's a lot of money and it's only going to cost you an extra $1 for the next 10 years. That wouldn't stop you from doing this, would you? That wouldn't stop you from doing the right thing, right? So if that's going to stop you, then maybe this isn't for you, right?
And
And
then-
you kind of really flash out the real objection.
Mhm.
And,
Oh,
and then
great.
I would say, don't create unnecessary sales resistance.
Yeah,
Ask questions, ask almost rhetorical questions. Just ask yes questions.
Yeah. Yeah.
agreed. Yeah, don't create an objection for yourself. And I said the last thing is also realizing, like, when you have anybody in front of you, this goes back to like what he was talking about at the beginning of the book. It's like, dude, you see somebody, they come to you, look for reasons they've already made purchases. Look for a reason they're buyers. They have a shirt on. Great. They had to go buy that. Great. They have a product in their hair. Well, they had to go buy that. Great. They drove here in a car. Well, they had to buy that. They had to make that decision, right, to buy that. So just remember, like, when somebody's going to spend money with you, they're going to go spend money with somebody else. So you have to get them closed, right?
Yeah.
Because they are going to spend that money and they should spend it with you.
Yeah. And my thing is just be as blatantly obvious as possible with everything that you say and have the facts
Yep.
to back it up. Have the facts to back it up. I mean, when it comes to money, money's just a tool. You can always get money. There's tons of money out there. The problem that most people have is they just don't know how to get it. I was that way for a time. I thought you had to punch a time clock to get it. There's tons of other ways to get money. And
Yeah.
once you can convince your prospect of that, then making a sale it'll be easy.
Yeah. For me, I think that people focus a lot on what it's going to cost them, and they don't focus on what it's not. What cost them for them not to get this. And if you think about what it costs you for not getting this, it's going to outweigh that small monthly fee that you're going to pay. And then you keep a jar of pennies with you, and you just,
Yeah, I got you.
Hey, I got him again. Oh,
they got
no.
me again, right?
Agent Smith.
That's hilarious.
Oh my gosh. And I was doing this. I'm like, stop, not that. You throw a jar of pennies at them and you say, we're gonna argue over pennies. Boom, there.
Yeah.
Let's close the deal. All right, guys. So great to see you all again. I look forward to this Wednesday every week.
Me
Words,
too.
I hope to see you again. Hope you're coming back. If we can get you on a guest appearance, maybe you send in a recording so we can see you again. I love your scenery. Awesome. And that's it. Before we sign off, we got less than a minute. I just want to say thank you all out there for all the support you show us. Can we show them some love, guys?
Show them some
Thank you.
love. Where do we send the check to?
Hashtag live. If you're watching on the live, smash that heart button, send this out. I hope you guys have had an awesome start to the new year. We're looking forward to being here week after week, because pitch practice, we wouldn't miss pitch practice if what?
Even if we were in Mars.
On Mars. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in, and we'll continue with the Closure Survival Guide next week. Bye.